Okay.
Good morning, everybody.
Morning, Patrick.
Could I have a motion to open up our meeting today, please?
Make a motion to open the meeting.
Wonderful, wonderful. Well, everybody, we have the minutes from August 31st and October 12th in front of you. If you want to just take a look at those, and if you have any comments or anything you'd like to add, please let us know. Christine Furno and Kent Vinson and Jennifer Hoffer are absent today, excused absences, let you know.
The only thing I have to say about Jim's not an alternate, right?
Correct, we've already corrected that, but the minutes had already gone out.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right.
No, he's a regular.
Jennifer usually does our minutes and wasn't able to, so we had somebody else do it, and they used the format that we had used before. So Jim is a full member.
I thought so, but I wasn't sure. I wondered.
I didn't take it personally.
You're a good guy.
You better
But
off it.
5 minutes after the mail came, I called Patrice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're not one of those. You've had a chance to review the minutes. If I could get a motion to accept the minutes from August 31st and October 12th, I'd appreciate it.
Motion to accept.
Everybody else good? All right, wonderful. All right, so, Patrice, why don't we do the bills and vouchers?
So I bought more sanitizers and gloves and other things, again, on the CARES Act. That for cleaning purposes, it had to be spent by, I think, October 31st. We were able to do that, and we have enough supplies to last us probably till June. Because we use quite a bit going through here every day. So we did that with the CARES Act. I used some money from the gift account to order some supplies. We're going to do mask decorating, since we're still in masks. We figured we'd get into the holiday season, and we bought stencils and paints and other
That'd be
such
fun,
things.
yeah.
So we're going to be doing mask decorating, so that's free. And we had the phone bill, and I had to buy a new battery for the defib and new defib pads. So we finally got those. Those weren't back order for months. And they just came in last week, so we got those. And then I used the grant money to pay for yoga and Zumba.
How much do they charge for doing that?
$35 an hour.
Really? Oh, okay, I just wondered.
Yeah, it's $35 an hour.
You want to tell us about upcoming programs?
Yep, so yesterday we had, the fire department came in, Lieutenant Overley. They have a lot of programs going on over there. You can do smoke detector, carbon monoxide detector. They will put them in your house, they'll install them, they'll go and change your batteries. We learned something new. I didn't realize that smoke detectors actually expire after a decade, so while they're doing that, they check the expiration dates and replace them as needed. They are going to be doing lock boxes. They put in for a grant so that any senior who would like a lock box to put a key in so that nobody has to break down their door, break through a window, or
Oh, much like
anything.
businesses have to,
Yes.
exactly, yes.
So he went over all of that yesterday, and they will have enough for any senior in town who wants them, and they will install them. So we're currently doing signups for that. They have a new program there, reflective signs. These are for anybody in town. So if you happen to live on the outskirts and your driveway is way up from the street, the ambulance and the fire department or police even showing up might not be able to see that tiny little thing on the end of your street. So they have posts that can put them at the end of your driveway. They can put them on your mailbox post. They're labeled with your number on both sides. And they're very easy to be able to identify your house.
And those are all free of charge.
Those are free,
Oh, wonderful.
and they're for any resident, not just seniors. So,
If anybody's interested, they just call the fire department.
yep,
the
call the fire
non-emergency number,
department, yep, and they
I'll
will
talk to John.
put you on the list, there you go.
Yeah.
So, he was really informative, and then Dick Skinner was talking about the battery recycling program that they're doing. So, he's very proactive in the whole, the green energy, and he was in part of the recycling. I think he pretty much started that. So they are going to be putting a box here. You can bring your batteries, and then they'll be properly disposed of. There'll be one at the transfer station, and there's one at the town hall in front of the Board of Health office. And it's a good way to be able to dispose of batteries properly instead of just throwing them in the trash. Then they end up in the landfill, and
And these are just batteries from small electronic
Yep.
things like that.
Cell phones, electronic batteries, no car batteries.
Yeah, exactly,
Yeah.
okay.
Yep, none of those. So he spoke about that, and that was very informative. And we had lunch, and it was nice. And we had a couple of programs that'll be coming up in December, pretty much Sunshine Club ones. We're going to be doing the mass decorating in December, and what else do we have? Bone Density, they're coming on November 30th, so we've got quite a bit of signups for that. And we will be having a holiday party in December. Entertainers are very few and far between to find, because a lot of them have also retired, because a lot of them were pretty much seniors. So
Yeah.
I'm still working on that aspect, but we're gonna have a hymn dinner, and, you know, we'll come up with something. We're gonna do a movie day, and the Sunshine Club's doing a couple of things that Pam will let you know about. So we're doing pretty well. Our stats, which is actually next.
Yes,
Just
go
give me
right
right
ahead,
ahead.
roll right into it.
So when you look at where we were in 2019, because that was when we were open, so to speak, because we were kind of closed for a whole year, we were doing really well. We were averaging anywhere between 475 to 510 people a month. Now that was repeat people or having bigger programs. You know, we were having lunches and things, we were having 40 or 50 people. And, you know, now it's more like 10 or 12, sometimes 15. So we're down about 1,300 from where we were from June to November in 2019. But since we weren't open at all, the year before, we're doing pretty well at 952 people. So that being said, outreach is 3 times as busy as it was before. Medical equipment, I can't even keep it. It goes in and out, in and out, in and out. Our outreach cases are tremendous because, of course, there's a shortage of home health aid staff.
Yes.
A lot of people have realized that their parents, you know, were living in a pandemic alone for quite a bit of time, and things have changed for them. And people not being out and about and being in their regular mindset and doing their regular activities have lost either brain or muscle function.
Sure.
And so that has been a big job. So, you know, working on that.
They take it off of the table? Yeah, we
I just spoke to her, she's going to acknowledge that.
change the date.
Yeah, she's going to speak to the person
Yeah.
about it, because they're still looking for people to deliver meals.
Correct, yep. I did, I emailed the Pat over at the cable department,
Yeah,
and
she
said
said
that there
she's
was some
gonna-
things on there.
They're
Yep,
going to talk to Pat.
yep. So,
Meals on Wheels is definitely an issue in a lot of towns.
yep.
Yeah, this
Drivers,
is
not
when they're
there.
delivering meals,
When we were delivering,
Oh, when
it's
you were,
still on
yeah.
cable.
and with the
Um,
garden, he helped for the garden
Yeah.
and stuff like that.
Meals on Wheels, they're looking desperately for drivers for Douglas also.
Sure.
So I did advertise it on our Facebook, I advertised it on Dynamic Douglas, and I did put it on the board. We have a flyer in here. I'll probably put it in the newsletter for January for anybody who maybe wants to, you know, give a couple hours a week, so.
Absolutely.
But they're really, really short. Everybody is short everywhere.
Yep.
So, but senior services, as you know, have really been cut quite a bit. And so I did have a meeting with Representative McKenna the other day. It came to our attention when we were putting everybody in for vaccines, that seniors are being left way in the background because they don't have the technology. And if you don't have the technology, then you're gonna have to call out for somebody to help you.
Oh, sure.
Most seniors don't have Wi-Fi in their house, and most of them don't have any kind of electronic device.
Yeah, well, you found that to be a problem when the vaccines first rolled out.
Correct.
actually.
So that was like the tell-all of, okay, one whole group of people is being completely segregated because they don't have any technology. So, and that being said, a couple of weeks ago, I had to set up my mother for online banking because now you have to pay for your bank statement. You have to pay for your statements that are coming from your investments or from other things. It was hundreds of dollars a year. So, and she doesn't even have, flip phones. So she's, 83 years old, she's not gonna learn how to use the internet now. So she had gone to the grocery store and she said, I feel like I can't even use coupons. I said, what do you mean? She said, everything is digital. She said, I don't have an app, I don't even know what an app is. She
Sure.
went over to the courtesy booth and they said, well, you have to have an app. And she said, well, why can't I use a paper coupon? So then it dawned on me, I was like, wow, every facet of a senior's life is being
Yeah.
cut because of technology.
Yeah.
And if
True.
you live alone, or you don't have any family here, or you don't have any children, and you're 80 years old, who are you calling? So on top of everything else that senior centers are doing, we're being indebted with calls for technology also, which is fine, we're willing to help any way that we can. And we could have, computer classes and things here, but if you don't have those things at home.
It's
It's
useless.
useless. So I met with Representative McKenna the other day, and I said that somebody really needs to identify that seniors are being excluded, and that this is gonna continue, because we're at an age where these seniors are really a really big part of the population, that 70 to 100-year-old mark. So he was gonna look into it and see, what he could do at his level, and at least maybe reach out to some of these stores, I mean, the corporates, so not small mom and pop places, and say, could you have coupons available for people, or could you assist people at the cash registers? If you forget your card at Price Shop, they're gonna put one in for you, maybe they could have something they can scan for you. So that's what we're kind of working on now,
Yeah,
so,
because they used to have these.
yes, but now you have to have
Now
your digital.
It has to be on your phone.
Correct.
If it's not on your phone.
Then you'll
you're
lose
not-
it.
Right.
Well,
And,
that's-
the very people that are on fixed incomes, the very people that need the coupons, and they can't even get them. So, we're working on that, and I'm sure it's everywhere. I know that I took a class and we were doing the rent assistance, and the people that were eligible for it couldn't even obtain it, because the only way you could do it was online.
Well, that's like most things now. Everything, every application, like for even, I'm sure, even like fuel assistance as we talked about,
Everything.
everything has to be done online. And
Correct.
unfortunately, not all seniors have the technology to do that.
So,
Just on that issue, like at the Hannaford, if you punch your phone number in at the station, the cashier station, you get the credit for the things that are on sale or not. But if you have maybe a morning where people could come in, set up on a computer here, an account, so they can use their phone number, and they could even do their coupon selection here once a week, maybe have a morning set aside just for that.
the digital ones, are they printable?
No, you simply go online, you
No.
clip them to your account, and when you go there, you just push your phone number into a little keypad, and you get credit for those.
Okay.
I was gonna say, maybe you could reach out to Hannaford in
Yeah.
Uxbridge, and maybe one of their representatives could come down here sometime and actually talk to seniors about how their coupon system works, and how maybe you
Yeah.
could incorporate it into something here we do.
Yeah.
Right, I mean, even if they had to come here to use the computer once a week to select their
them or, yeah.
coupons, and then they just need their telephone number.
That'd be
Did
great.
Sunshine Club do something like that? Did they sponsor something?
I could probably even see if I could get some kids from the high school to volunteer to come in.
Yeah.
Yeah, once Hannaford gives you the direction of what
Yeah.
needs to be done, then.
I mean, most
or
people
whatever
shop at
store.
Price Shop or a
Yeah,
Hannaford.
whatever.
I know Stop and Shop does a lot of the digital coupons, but I don't know if there's one around
I
here.
know
right?
Shaw's have, they'll say, do you have it in your phone?
Yeah,
Maybe just invite the local
yeah.
stores in our
Yeah,
area.
that's a good idea.
Just come down and.
I just
spend a
feel
day.
like everybody's being so excluded. And technology is a wonderful thing, but, there is people that are gonna be excluded because of it.
Exactly.
And these are people that are not gonna, at 80 or 90 years old,
And,
start
yeah,
taking
this-
computer classes.
This pandemic has certainly heightened the awareness of that.
Correct.
The only I noticed, the one that does it, which I don't go there, is Price Chopper. They still have their,
They do, but there's special coupons that you can only get online or on the app.
oh, really? Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, it's something different than just putting your card in.
All right.
Yeah. And if you look at the flyers, you'll see digital coupon. So, you might
Oh,
get,
really?
you can get the Oscar Mayer bacon for $4.99 if you have the digital coupon. If you don't, it's $9.99.
Yeah.
So
Oh.
that's what
Oh, that's what it is.
that's what it is.
They
Yep.
all got their own game, let's say.
I think we're very lucky to have Patrice's mom with us. You being the director here, that is keeping you in touch with what we go through.
Yep.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Anything else to add on fuel systems?
Nope, fuel assistance week, they did come in. They are gonna be doing new customers in November. They're coming in, I think, next week, and they're doing it again in January. So we don't exclude anybody, because again, they will physically come in and do the applications.
Sure.
When they call, we tell them what they need to bring in. We can make copies for anybody, we can fax things. A woman yesterday didn't have an email, so they sent it to my email, she had signed it, and I faxed it back. So we're here to assist anywhere we can. And they're gonna come out and do all the new applications for people who weren't on it previously.
Okay.
So they did quite a few people, I think they had 30 or 40 people. So, I'm sure the numbers will be high. We've been advertising that, and it's
Yeah.
on their website too.
Very expensive year for fuel.
Oh, yes.
Damn, how's the Sunshine Club going?
We are back in business, you can say. We had our first real holiday-like event with a Halloween party. And that, we had about 15, 17 people show up, about 22 who signed up. And the decorations and the refreshments went over well. We had Kathy Landers leading us in a sing-along with a ukulele. And then we had a little Halloween trivia game, table by table competing. And so it went over well. We're planning the gingerbread house decorating for Friday, December 3rd. So the sign-up sheet is there. Again, everything is being donated by Anna. And she'll be able to handle up to about 25 sign-ups. Then we're trying to plan a few events for the upcoming year, one of them being a New Year's party. And because we're not doing evening events yet, it'll be an afternoon thing with a luncheon and, make it kind of like a little gala event and get some entertainment in. And in February, we'd like to host a Valentine's Day party. We're trying to get the ukulele players back from Sutton. And we have a few programs we would like to initiate, more on presentation with maybe coffee and donuts in the morning. A couple themes we're working on there, trying to reach out, see who's still doing the presentations and programs. Because as with entertainers, they're not all willing to come out yet. So we've reached out to some entertainers who said not yet. So they'll be available, but not yet. So hopefully by spring that'll all loosen up a little bit. But so we're trying to get one scheduled event or presentation program a month going. And we want to get, I was hoping Jen was here, we want to get her mother here to talk about her Olympic torch carrying activity. Because that's interesting, it'd be nice to hear from her. And there's a fellow out there who does the art of stone wall making and the history of it in New England. And reaching out to him to see if he's available. So we'll see.
Yeah.
So we're working on it. That's where we, oh, and the cans and bottles. Let me fill you in on.
Oh, yes. Okay.
We're still doing it. Jim goes for the Sunshine Club and does the pickup Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. We did last week. We're counting those pickups tomorrow and taking them to Milford. And then we'll do it again on rotation with the soccer club. It alternating weeks with them. So until the bad weather really hits, which hasn't happened yet, we'll continue doing that. And it's been quite a lucrative, profitable event for us. So,
Are people getting on board at the recycling now, knowing that people are collecting them, so you're getting them cleaner and more
not necessarily.
Right.
more organized?
Yes,
Okay.
yeah. I mean, now when they get out of their cars, they automatically go over to that station where they take the returnables and they leave them there. So,
Dick told us at our meeting that so far 50,000 cans and plastic bottles have been redeemed through this program.
Which is saving the town money.
Saving the town money because it's less often that the container has to be removed at our cost. So it is working, and if we have to stop for bad weather, we'll probably resume it in this spring. And people will be hopefully on board with it again.
Thank you. Any other business anyone would like to bring up today?
I'd just like to say the Sunshine Club is doing a great job. They're having their meetings.
Oh, yeah.
The Halloween party was fun. They were very, very creative with all their snacks and entertainment, and
We tried.
it was a lot of fun. So I'm glad to see that the Sunshine Club is back to being active. I did have my EOC meeting on Monday. The Sunshine Club wants to have a potluck. So we did get permission from the Board of Health as long as all the ingredients are listed for allergies.
Sure.
And that people realize that it's not been made in a serve-safe kitchen. Then they're able to do that, and they can't charge for it. We will be able to possibly resume nighttime stuff in the the spring. It was decided that it would be better to wait until the spring now because COVID cases can go up and down within the town. And it's a different population that will be coming in at night than during the day when we have our regular
Sure.
people. So,
Have you
that's
got
all.
any new members, Patrice?
New members?
Anybody been calling in with the flyers, you know?
For the,
All the flyers?
Flyers, we put the flyers up.
for the exercise?
Yeah.
No. So us, well, you guys changed it to, what's it called now? Just to exercise.
Balance and.
Balance and strength
Yeah.
exercising. Osteo has changed their name to Balance and Strength, hoping maybe to entice more people to realize that it's an exercise
Yeah,
program.
there's two in the church.
Yep.
There's one at, Hayward Landing. There's one in the post office. There's one out here on the board.
Yep.
Um,
I did send all of our new stuff over to Cable too, so.
oh, okay.
Yep.
Yeah, the only other thing I'd like to say about the exercise is, we had a member here that started off our exercise 20 years ago. She got certified, Eileen Padona. She's moved now to another state, and she's really gonna be missed, because she was also involved in a lot of programs here, I guess, in the center. And she went and she got certified. She was one of the first groups to get going at the center, I guess. And she's gonna be missed, but she handed it down to Angie. What's Angie's last name?
McNulty, I was gonna say, I know it's something Irish, I was gonna think of it.
Yeah, so Angie's doing an excellent job. She'd be lost without Angie. But we're gonna miss Eileen because she was a big part of our exercise and the community and stuff like that.
She was on the COA board back in
She
the day.
was, the Sunshine Club, and she's really involved.
Her mother, I believe, was very active in the beginning when the senior center was first started.
Yeah,
She was very active in it.
yeah,
So, yeah, she did a great job for a lot of years.
she did, yeah.
Very beautiful. All right, everybody, so let's pick a date for our next meeting.
So we usually meet in December and then we usually break for January, February because of weather and such. It's a lot of rescheduling most of the time. Last year it wasn't really an issue because we were on Zoom, but we were meeting in person. We could do this, we have to do a Wednesday because of Zumba.
Would the 8th be okay with everybody?
December?
December 8th, yeah, at 9 a.m., is that okay?
Yep.
Unless you want to do it the 1st, that's kind of close.
So that's the dad just comes here and that date.
Yep, but he won't be here soon.
Oh, okay.
Yep, so we can do anything at 9.
Oh, okay, that's right.
All right. So our next meeting will be December 8th at 9 a.m. Well, can I have a motion to adjourn the meeting?
Motion adjourned.
Thank you, everybody. Happy Thanksgiving, too.
You too.
Thank you.
Catherine.